Public speaking is not an easy thing to do. It's actually a skill, even though most people have a misconception that public speaking is a natural talent. And that is the biggest lie I've ever had. But before we get into today's video, I want us to address the lion in the house, which is me. I have to take accountability that I have been gone for some time. Let me be honest. The truth is that my love for sharing is actually not just about me. It is about the people that God has entrusted me with. You, the people that are helping me grow, the people that are teaching me each day on how to become a great public speaker as well, in my 9 years of experience being a public speaker. So I want to apologize. I'm sorry, and I'm back. And this time, I'm not going anywhere. So in today's video, I want us to talk about the mistakes you can avoid as a speaker. Now, let's be honest. In life, we all make mistakes. But this is the reason why I wanted us to talk about this today. I wanted us to talk about these mistakes that I was able to overcome over my 9 years of experience. I've committed these very same mistakes that I want you to learn from today. And I truly believe that after talking about all these 5 mistakes, you will be able to stand firm as a confident and a clear communicator. Now, this is a framework that I have created. I have tested it and I have seen it working. It has helped me become a great communicator, a powerful room commander, and also a clear speaker. There's nothing frustrating as being in front of an audience and you do not have the ability to command the audience attention, because that immediately prevents you from influencing your audience and providing your value on stage. Now, I call this the Itusue clear communication framework. This is a simple system created to turn ordinary speakers, I was once an ordinary speaker, into exceptionally confident and clear, also powerful speakers. Now, let's get right into it. First thing is that if you don't have clarity of where you are landing, you run the risk of taking any direction. What do I mean by that? You need to start with the end in mind. Just like a pilot, they don't take over an aeroplane unless they know exactly where they are landing. So before you take or you ascend any stage or platform, I need you to ask yourself this very important question. What is the one thing I want the audience to remember at the end of my speech? This is a question you ask yourself at the preparatory stage of your speech or presentation. Most people make this very first big mistake by not clarifying their message before they speak. And that is why some of the speakers end up speaking to be impressive or sound intelligent rather than speaking to be understood. One thing that I want you to remember is that confidence comes out of clarity. When you have clarity of your message, you gain the confidence to deliver that message. The second thing is to lead. Now, leadership is a skill and so is it a strategy. You need to lead your audience and not let your audience lead your message. So what do I mean by lead your audience? Most of the speakers make a mistake of trying to warm up the audience before they get to the point. And that can cause a bit of distraction in the audience mind. So what you need to do is to start your message or your presentation with your key messages first. You don't want your audience to be confused as to what can they really expect from your address, because unexplained expectations can really lead into resentfulness. This is where you find your audience losing attention and start being distracted while you're on stage. And the one reason why you need to lead your audience and say your key messages first or early in your address is because that instantly puts you as an intentional and confident speaker. The third point is you need to explain your message with structure. What do I mean by that? This is a simple formula that you can follow, which will definitely make sure that your audience is in clear alignment and understanding of your message. So when you lead with your point, which is your key message, you then give them a reason why your point is important, and then provide an example. This is a relevant example that will always remind your audience why your point is relevant and important. When you lead with a structure, your ideas turn into influence because you have given a reason and an example to your audience to understand your point. The fourth one, you need to anchor with appearance. This is where you make an appearance statement. Listen, I don't mean that you need to look expensive, but you do need to look in a way that reflects your confidence through how you walk, how your posture is as you're talking, your eye contact that you are maintaining through your conversations, and how you speak. Because part of effective communication is your non-verbal communication. This includes the intentional pauses in between your speech and your address to command a room and have your audience going on a journey with you through your speech. And that is how you command a room. The fifth one is to resolve with a direction. Great public speakers always close the loop. This is the important part of closing your address. How you close your speech or your address is extremely important in terms of how your audience will remember you. This is where you close the loop with a bang, where you provide one insight or one direction. It is important to get your audience going, wow, oh, now I see, because you have closed any loop of misunderstanding. Now, this is the Itusue clear communication framework that I have been using to avoid mistakes on stage. When you have clarity over your message and lead your audience with your key messages at the beginning of your address, you have the ability to command the room with how you anchor with your presence. And also close your speech with a bang, where you make sure that any misunderstanding or loop has been closed. This is a framework that you can follow to avoid any sort of mistakes as a speaker. It is a framework that I truly believe that once you follow it, you'll be able to turn into a confident, clear, and powerful communicator. Now, I want you to comment below on what you think of the Itusue clear communication framework. And if you want to try it, which I know that once you try it, you will definitely turn into a powerful speaker that you are. Come back and let us know, how is the Itusue clear communication helping you become a better speaker? I wish you the best in all your speaking engagement, and I'll see you soon.